folks. I'm here in the back of the truck already. I am in southeastern Ohio, a very, very popular state park, Hocking Hills. Got a little late start today after work, and it is the shortest daytime period of the year, and so I didn't get any filming, as I came in or anything like that. It was also raining pretty good when I got here. Rain has kind of leveled off a little bit now. I've been just kind of chilling back here and enjoying some quiet peacefulness, doing a little bit of reading. It was very, very nice. Don't get to do that very often. It's kind of funny how life gets busy. Gets very, very busy. But anyway, got a great dinner planned for tonight. Doing everything in the back of the truck because, well, it's just kind of rainy and wet and dark. It is very dark here. Like I said, cooking in the back of the truck, not going to be doing anything I have ever done before on the channel. Now, this is something I make all the time at home, and it's a quick, very, very easy thing to make and extremely tasty. I would like to think that over the years I have perfected it. But yeah, going to do chicken quesadillas. Got a great breakfast planned as well. I'll let you wait to find out what that is. But leftovers. As of filming this is the day after Christmas. So, got some Christmas dinner leftovers that I brought with me that I'll show you how to do leftovers up right. Make a very good hearty breakfast. But anyway, we'll start getting dinner prepared, and I'll show you a very, very easy way, clean way, easy, quick to do keto quesadillas. Might make a couple of them. Unfortunately, the keto wraps that I buy, little tortillas, are not very big. They're like taco size, so I'm not a taco size quesadilla type of guy. So we're probably going to make a few of these. But Aldi, the carb counter, carb control, whatever it's called, we'll use those. Also, got a couple of different cheeses. Didn't want to open up a new pack and found out we had 2 open packs in the refrigerator. So I've got a triple cheddar and also Colby Jack and partial bags. Those will probably get completely used, if I'm being honest, because, well, who doesn't like cheese? I definitely like cheese. The way we're doing the chicken, not going to cook the chicken. Chicken pre-cooked. And that is the key to making this extremely, extremely easy. I like buying this Lunchmate brand, just chicken breast strips, whatever. It's like grilled, fake grilled, but Aldi brand. It's in their deli section. And these things are wonderful, especially if you're wanting to throw something quick. They're great on a salad. They're great just about anything, to be honest. But for quesadillas, they're perfect cut. Just throw them on there. Some cheese. Also got salsa, because like I said, chips and salsa. We're going to do it right. And if I'm, non-keto, not low carb, extra good. Yeah, so we're probably going to crack that open and be eating chips and salsa while we're making the quesadillas. Also, very key, very, very key to how I like to make my quesadillas is this chipotle dressing sauce, whatever you want to call it, from Taco Bell. Got just a little bit of a kick to it, just enough for it to make whatever you put it on interesting. Now, I like to put it on everything from like turkey sandwiches to, like I said, in these quesadillas, I'll also, if you anything involving chicken, makes a great dipping sauce for if you make like chicken strips or you got chicken nuggets, something like that. perfect for that as well, especially if you like a little bit of heat. Not very spicy, but just enough to give you a little tingle, which is very nice sometimes. All right. I think we got still messing with camera angles and the like here, but as you can see, hopefully you can see, I got a panini press. This is what we're going to use for our quesadilla. So what I like to do, open up these tortillas if you will, and like I said, carb counter tortillas. So that means I can eat a lot of them. Not really, but that's going to be my excuse. That's what we'll tell my wife anyway. She's not watching, so I don't have to worry about that. If I can get it out of the bag, it doesn't want to come out. It knows its fate, and it knows that it will wind up in my belly, and it was not cooperating with me. So what I typically do, throw it down on there, and start off with a bed of cheese. And I am never stingy with the cheese. If a little cheese makes its way out of the old tortilla, we won't say anything. It'll be just fine. Little burnt edges of cheese on there make it better anyway. Then I like to take and open my chicken up here. And boy, these things smell good. Actually, this stuff is actually really good quality for what it is. I like to apply a liberal amount of chicken. And I got plenty to make a couple more. Then I like to make sure this is mixed nicely. Add, that might have been a bit much. The first glop that comes out of the chipotle sauce is always like a big old honking glop of sauce. I also like to add, if I had pico, I would do pico, but I decided to do salsa so I could eat chips, because why wouldn't I? I like to add either a little bit of pico or some salsa to it. Now, this is completely optional. If you're not like a tomato person, or you don't necessarily like salsa or whatever, it's perfectly good without it. A lot of times, if I don't have any salsa or anything to put in it, I'll just make it without it, and it is just as good. But if I got salsa or pico, I'm going to use it. Alright, I'll apply another heaping helping of cheese, because everything is better with cheese. Fold her over and put the press to it. Now, I like to apply a little bit of pressure to the panini press. Back in the day when I was in college, when I first started making these, and I'm opening the chips, because I've opened the salsa, and I can't just have salsa sitting there open. But back in the day, when I was in college, living in the dorm room, I had a George Foreman grill. I would make these things on my George Foreman grill. Man. Chips are amazing. Chips and salsa. Alright. I'm going to leave that for a minute. I like leaving it until you can see it's almost like grill lines on it. Make sure everything is melted good together. Everything's, yeah. Usually, if you want to get technical about it, this thing has a little light on it that will tell you when it's reached its optimal temperature and my cheese is coming out. It's getting there. This little green light will come on. Most of them have a feature like that. I don't really pay attention to that. I just check it from time to time. There, it's on. Check it from time to time and make sure it isn't burning on the bottom. That's the big thing to me. That's probably about good. And see, that's all the longer it took. And this is going to be delicious. Let me get this off of here. Now, all of that extra cheese and stuff, that'll just burn to it. It's not going to cause any problems. I'm going to unplug this for right now and let it kind of cool. But yeah, looky there. Good looking quesadilla, if I don't say so myself. Got my quesadilla done. Also got a chip. But yeah, there we go. That's what we come up with. Very tasty looking. And like I said, also got the chips and salsa. So that's a little treat. Not keto. Not at all. The beard catches all the crumbs. That's what it's there for. So, also got, being simple tonight, just having some bottled water. Cheers. Oh, that's good water. So, I've not made one of these in a while, and this one is going to be extra sloppy because I put extra cheese, and also the I got the salsa in it as well, which makes it a little extra sloppy. Well, that's wonderful. I have a feeling though this is going to be one where I should probably eat it with a fork, so I don't wind up wearing most of it. I do have a specific talent for wearing more food than makes it in my mouth. Comment if that happens to you as well. Comment below and let me know. And if it does, do you have any secrets to keep that from happening? Because I have not found any. I have just always been absolutely terrible at it. Man, this thing. I'll tell you, it's almost like this, the same with just about any food. And you can tell me if I'm wrong on this. But doesn't it seem like the messier and sloppier the food is, the better it tastes? I know I'm not crazy in that. Maybe it all goes back to my childhood and my love of sloppy Joe sandwiches. And it seemed like the more that fell out of the sandwich and the more sloppy the sandwich was, the better it tasted. I don't know. I could be completely wrong on that. But I think science will prove me right. Man. So if you're ever at a place where you have the electricity, or say you have a solar and battery set up where you can run something like a panini press, or say like a George Foreman grill, any one of those type little gadgets or whatever you want to call them, try doing this type of quesadilla. You can even do it burrito style if you want it, and then press it if you wanted to do, and you can do any meat. A lot of times I'll just do cheese. If I got some mushrooms, some other vegetables, throw that in there. If I don't have any meat to put in it. I've also done breakfast quesadillas, which are fantastic. Whatever meat you have, especially if you have like leftover steak. Cut up your leftover steak, cut it thin, as thin as you can get it. Layer it, throw a couple of over-hard eggs on top of it, cheese, salsa, hot sauce, whatever you want. Throw it in there for 60 seconds or however long. I'm telling you, well worth it. And like I said, if you're at a like a state park or a facility campground that has electricity, and it's wintertime, or the weather's kind of gross outside, this is a perfect, if you're inside the tent or in the back of the truck or in the camper or whatever, and you don't want to do some big elaborate thing that's going to require a lot of mess and a lot of prep and all that. This thing is easy, and it tastes like you've spent a much longer time working on it than what it actually takes. The only thing I'm missing that I wish I would have brought, and I forgot, and I stopped at a little like it was a little gas station that had a little market attached to it. Sour cream. I should have got sour cream. Forgot it. Didn't bring it with me. And then the place I stopped at didn't have it. And this is pretty rural out here, so not like you can just hop over to a Kroger or a Walmart or a Meijer or something. So yeah, no sour cream. I'll survive though. I went ahead and bought the chips to make up for it. We'll say that's what's because of the sour cream. That's gonna be our excuse. We'll just call it that. So anyway, probably won't fly with my wife, but we'll leave it at that. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this up. I'm probably gonna eat another one. Check back in with you folks here in just a little bit. Oh, good morning, folks. It is a little before 7, and man, I slept like a rock. I was very, very tired. Kind of a long day at work. You know how it always works the day after a holiday, when you come back for, say the holiday is like on a Thursday like it was, and you got to go back for that one day before the weekend. I don't know why, but that day always seems 10 times longer than any other day. And the two guys that I work with directly both took vacation. So it was just me. But that's okay. That's all right. It was fortunately a quiet day. Just a long day. So anyway, plenty well rested now. Sun will be coming up soon. I was looking at the weather earlier. Temperature dropped a lot overnight. Here in Ohio last night, it was near 60 degrees yesterday. Even yesterday evening when I got here, it was actually a little too warm in the back of the truck. Very uncommon for, the day after Christmas, this late into December. Unseasonably warm. But that has corrected. And right now I think the high today is going to be 43. So that's more in the typical range of 30s, 40s. So here, going to get some coffee started here in just a little bit. And got a breakfast. Very good breakfast. Looking forward to it. Some leftover Christmas ham with some eggs. Going to fry those up in the old cast iron, and that's going to be really good. Looking forward to that. So get our water going for our coffee. Good stuff. Got my Black Rifle Tacti-Squatch coffee. That's what we'll be having this morning. Smells really good. With some leftover ham, spiral cut ham from went to my sister's for Christmas dinner, and that was excellent ham. I think we are definitely boiling. Just down here. I'm looking forward to this coffee. This is what I was honestly kind of what I was expecting. So the joys of winter camping. Never fails. Somehow, I always make a mess of doing eggs in a cast iron. How's that, folks? Does that not look good? That looks very, very good. I did not bring a chair, and everything is soaking wet, including the picnic table. Okay. Also, when you do scrambled eggs, are you one of those folks that likes scrambled hard, like no wetness to the eggs at all? I'm not one of those people, clearly. Oh, that is a good combination. Cheers, folks. See, I prefer the eggs a little looser, slightly wet. Some people like them cooked to where they are dry beyond being dry, and I'm just not a huge fan of that. I guess I could get a knife. My sister outdid herself with this ham. Thrown on the grill, a little hint of caramelization. Perfect. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and eat my breakfast. I'll catch up with you here in a minute. All right, folks, I'm here at Cedar Falls. Just pulled up to the parking lot, so we're going to get out and hike down to the falls. I don't think it's a very far hike at all, and take a look at the falls. I can hear the falls, which is good. That means we don't have very far to walk, and this trail is, although well maintained, it has some definite spots where it could use some help. Here, let me flip you around. See what I mean here? We're gonna try and not get too awful muddy, because I don't want to track that all back into the truck. Everything is just soaking wet, which means these things are slippery. So I'm going to try and not fall and bust my butt, although that would make for wonderful content. I'm sure y'all would get a good laugh over that one, but yeah, I'm gonna
try and not let that happen. The water just kind of carves its way. You can see going across the little bridge. Here's a Barstone. There's, when it rains, this is probably a good little waterfall too, but we didn't get enough rain for that to be active. It had been dry for a little while. And here we go. Look at this. Would you believe you were still in Ohio? Because, I mean, if I didn't know better, I wouldn't. See, this rivals parts of the prettier parts of, like I said, southern West Virginia into northeastern Kentucky. Look at this. See. So to me, the beauty of all this is just breathtaking. You can have the city. You can have all the bright lights, all of that nonsense, all the nightlife. Give me this. Is that not gorgeous? Just absolutely beautiful. See. If it were to get much colder, a lot of this would be frozen. Try and get down here close without falling. Near Logan, Ohio, if you're interested. Old Man's Cave area, Hocking Hills. And there's stuff like this peppered all over. I could spend all day taking you all places. And I'll probably come back sometime and we can look at some of the other places, but man, talk about gorgeous. I'm sure this little camera doesn't do it justice. These little action cams, they're great, but you know, it isn't capturing it the same as being here. Say, nothing ever does. Just absolutely beautiful. Alright folks, well, I think this is probably about the greatest scenery to do a wrap up. I will see y'all on the next one.